If you buy and wear clothes, then you should hear this. This is a topic that I feel has been overlooked for the longest time, and it is of great importance in the fashion industry. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eva, and this channel is on fashion. Let us discuss overconsumption. Fast fashion and the desire to buy more new clothes every time are leading to a whooping amount of textile waste across the earth. It is estimated that around 92 million tons of textile are being wasted annually. This video, I'm going to share tips on how we can minimize overconsumption of textiles or fabrics. And the first tip that I'm going to give you is if you don't need it, do not buy it. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Eva and this channel is on fashion. How are you and how have you been? Let me know in the comment section. I am going to start off with one tip that we have heard over and over again, and that is to buy quality over quantity. Because every other tip I am going to give us today are going to kind of be tied to the quality of your outfits, quality of your clothes. So it is imperative that you buy quality over quantity, and two, make sure that it works with your current wardrobe and also it fits your fashion style or your fashion sense or your everyday lifestyle so that you can actually wear them, you can actually use them. Do you know it is estimated that every piece of clothing you buy, you should wear them 100 to 200 times? Did you know that? That is why it never makes sense to me when people say they buy something and they wear it once and then that's it. Because personally, I have an emotional connection to my clothes. If I like a piece of clothes, I would love to wear it, find different amazing ways that I can style and restyle them. It is better to buy fewer things than buy bulk of pieces that are not quality, that before you blink they are spoiled or they begin to fade or they begin to wash. So it is very important, especially for your basics, make sure that they are quality so that when you can build a good timeless base, then you can pop on whatever maybe trends and other in your face kind of pieces on your base that are quality, because these are things that you get to style over and over again. They are considered timeless. Though this is fashion, anything can change, but for now, know your basics and invest in quality basics. The next tip would be for you to care for your clothes. Yes, you have bought the quality items, but if you don't actually care for them, it will do you no good. Read the care labels on them. If you don't know how to do this, you can let me know in the comment section so that I can bring a video on how you can read the care labels on your clothes. Know when to iron them, know how to dry them, know what different materials desire for them to be well taken care of. That way they last longer for you and you can get more use out of them and also value for your money, because I'm sure you wouldn't want to spend a lot of money getting quality pieces and then at the end of the day, because of lack of care, the lifespan of said piece is shortened because of an error on your part, knowingly or unknowingly. So whilst you're getting quality materials, also know how to care for them. Because you care for them properly, you find that you can use and reuse them for longer. Using and reusing your clothes actually helps because it helps with your creativity, because you find other ways to incorporate it with your existing wardrobe, and also it helps you actually wear your clothes. These are what we need to see, what we need to be collectively doing in the fashion industry to reduce waste. Of course, when you wear your clothes over and over again, sometimes it can tear, it can rip, there can be need for some repairs. Now, when your clothes get torn or get ripped or whatever, you do not need to throw them out. Growing up, then we used to have a sewing box. Whatever the problem, your socks is ripped, the armpit of your dress is torn, you sew them, we hand sew them ourselves. It can even help you get creative. I've seen videos on how they creatively fix pieces. Like I saw a knit jumper, there was a hole in it, she wanted to fix it and she embroidered a very beautiful flower on the whole area. And because she didn't want to just leave that there, she embroidered a whole garden on the knit jumper, and it became a whole different top entirely. So your stuff is ripped, it happens. You can shed some weight and it becomes oversized. You can go and have them taken in, or if you know how to hand sew, or if you know how to use a sewing machine, you can do them yourself. You can also get creative with this. Still on repairing of stuff, you can upcycle your pieces. Maybe you are tired of these pants, you've worn the life of it. You can turn it into shorts. If the shorts get torn, you can turn it into hot pants. If that is not your thing, you can loosen it. There is a crotch area that you can overlap and turn your pants into skirts. These are different ways that you can wear and rewear your clothes. And at the end of the day, if you are tired of this same skirt, you can cut the material, whatever material it is, and use them to do patches on something else, or use them to make a quilt or a pillowcase or anything at all. The list is endless. Let me give you an example. This top that I have on belonged to my mother. Every female in my house has worn this top. My sister came to see me some months back. She came with this top. I took it from her. Everybody has worn this top and it is still as good as new. Now imagine my mother didn't invest in quality pieces. I won't see this to wear at all. So you see how important this is. This top I have going on 20 years now. It has been in existence. It has been serving all of us and it is still beautiful. If it was made with a cheap material or a cheap fabric, it won't be here. I will not see it to wear. So this is what I'm saying. You can buy your stuff, you can wear it, you can revamp it, you can upcycle it, and you can pass it to your young ones. This is my favorite tip. Shop pre-loved, shop thrift, shop vintage. Do not always buy new stuff, because the new stuff we have right now, I think the quality with which they are made are like a fraction of what it used to be. So imagine you are getting vintage, beautiful pieces for a fraction of the actual price if you had gotten it when it was hot. I think why people tend to run away or shy away from buying thrifted things is because the experience. I have no problem with that at all. I can go to the market, bend down, pick it up, look at it. I am looking at it, my brain is working. Okay, this, what can I wear it with? How can I style this? How can I restyle this? It is fun for me, but it may not be as much fun for the next person. Thrift shopping experience has, it has evolved so much so that now they are washed, they are hung, they are put on hangers for you. So the experience is easier. They are ironed even. So you pick it up, you're already seeing the vision in your head. It's not when they are all crumpled and all of that. You have to do a lot more brain work to actually see the beauty in the pieces. And another reason why I love thrift is because one is one. I can get this thrifted material, you would most likely not see it anywhere else. Don't you want that? Like, do you want to wear uniform with every other person? Thrifting gives me joy. I don't want to step out and I'm wearing the same thing as the next girl. There is no fun in that. Thrifting is a fashion that gatekeeps itself. You are not buying into trends. You are not buying it because you've seen it on someone else. 99% of the time, you haven't seen it anywhere else. You are getting quality, you are getting it at a fraction of the price, and also you are getting a one is one kind of piece. Thrifting is the way for you. Thrifting is what you should do. I enjoy thrifting. I don't think I have ever bought anything new in how many years now. Either I buy them thrifted or I make them myself. And also when I'm shopping for materials to make my own pieces, I also endeavor to shop for quality fabrics. Another tip that I'm going to give us today would be to rent. You have that once in a year event, you have that, event that just pops up that you need to look your best, you need to look glam, beaded, sequins, glam materials, all of that. You don't actually need to buy it. You can rent it, the way they rent wedding gowns. Something that you know that after that event, you will most likely not wear it again. So you can just rent it. of course it's going to be cheaper than actually buying it, right? You wear it, you look all beautiful for the occasion, you take it back, everybody is happy. Of course, if you have the money, please, you can buy, but this is not to save money at all. Even though you have the money, you can rent as well. What we are concerned about is after wearing it, what do you do with it? Do you just throw it away, or do you, donate it, or do you what recycle it or something? Most people do not care about recycling. They just, throw it away or dump it somewhere or dispose of it carelessly. And you know how these things go. Some of these fabrics take over 20 years to decompose, and it is potentially going to cause harm in the environment. That is what we are trying to avoid. It is about how you dispose of it, or whether you actually need this thing. Because it is a glam material, most of the time you may not need to wear it again. That is why renting is a very good option in this case. If you need to wear something that is outside of your everyday style, consider renting. Now, at the end of the day, or when you are tired of a piece, you want to let go of it, you can donate it, or you can sell it online, or you can recycle it. These are the three things you can do when you're done. There are some brands that are offering donation services. You can donate your pieces to these brands, and they know the next thing to do with it, or they know where to send it off to, or they know how best to use it. Yeah, I think that is a good option. And also recycling of your pieces. When you are done, you can, take it back to where you got it. There are some brands that actually they will take it back from you and they would recycle it and use it to make something else and resell. That makes sense to me. Something else you can do is to sell them online. Now, because you got them quality at the end of their lifespan, most times, not really their lifespan or their lifespan with you, most times they still look as good as new if you have taken good care of them, right? So you can still sell them online and, make some small money here and there. It is also going to be of use to the next person. So it makes sense that you can do all of these things. You are not really just throwing them away and, being on your merry way. They are going to be of actual use to the next person. I don't even remember the last time I disposed of my clothes. The last time I did a major decluttering of my wardrobe, I gave them to somebody. All of them, I gave them to someone. I didn't throw anyone away. I was happy, she was happy, everybody was happy, all was well with the world. And again, if you can buy your stuff thrifted, please, by all means do. That you got them cheap doesn't mean that they are of less quality to actually buying the new ones. You would agree with me that it is not every high-end brand that actually make quality stuff. And fast fashion is quickly becoming the order of the day. Let us put a break on that. Let us slow down for a minute, because tell me why they are making millions of clothes per day. For who? Who is going to wear those? Where are we going to that we need those much clothes? I don't think it makes sense. They are always in your face. They are always in your emails. Hey, Black Friday sales. Hey, Christmas sales. Hey, 80% off. Hey, 99% off. They are in your emails and all of that. Now, imagine they can sell for 80% off. That should tell you something, right? That the material with which these pieces were made are not exactly of, high quality. Because what is going on? I need what I can buy and actually wear them. I don't need something I'll wear 2 or 3 times and it begins to rip and it begins to get spoiled. That is not very frugal at all. That is a waste of money, in my opinion. And that is not why I'm here. If we collectively do this, we'll find that there will be at least a tremendous difference in the 10% of the waste that the fashion industry is contributing to the world. We are going to bring it down significantly. One time growing up, my sister, she had a tear in her school uniform. It was in the bum area. It wasn't something you could stitch with hand. I think she had stitched and it kept loosening and making the tear worse. So she spoke to my mother about it and she was like, okay, she's going to look into it. Now, instead of my mother to get a new school uniform for her or to sew a new one for her, my mom went and got half meter of her school uniform and had a tailor attach it to the bottom part of my sister's old uniform. My sister was a school prefect, and showing up with that didn't sit well with her at all. I laughed at her for weeks. She hated me, but you get the point. When your stuff is bad, you don't need to throw it out. If, of course, you can repair it. And I also did a course in home economics back in school. It was in sewing. So I think schools should uphold that. It makes sense that, these are hands-on skills that, get us by in our day-to-day life. That is something that we as a people can do. It is not only for the fashion girls. As long as you wear clothes, these tips apply to you. So please look into it or think about it. Those are the tips that I have for us today. If you got value from this video, please give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you like this kind of videos or you like fashion content, and also hit the bell icon so they tell you whenever I put up a new video. Let me know your best tip in the comment section. I would like to know the one that you are going to start off with or the one that you have been failing to do over the years. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Aiirva. This channel is on fashion. Have a good day now. Bye.